With the cost of retiring continuing to rise, generating enough income to last throughout retirement is becoming a top priority and a daunting task. But we have guests here today with strategies designed to help you through that. Joining us, we've got Taylor and Laurel Stewart, the husband and wife team from Mattson Financial Services. It's a firm that's been helping people retire successfully right here in West Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. Taylor, Laurel, studies show one of the biggest fears of retirees: running out of money. How does income planning help them with that?
Really gives them the confidence to see what that plan is going to look like. So we structure it to say, you know, we've got maybe a pension coming in, when we would layer in Social Security, and then if there's a gap in there too, then we're going to start looking at the investments. And you know, when we sit there and at the end, I remember having a conversation with one of the clients, and they said, oh wow, they saw, you know, over $1 million left. And they said, well, we love our kids, but maybe we should spend more. And then they realized that they could do that.
That's really great, yeah. And so how does an income plan actually work? How do you put it into practice?
So it really starts with figuring out what that client's needs are, their critical income need for their everyday bills, you know, maybe the mortgage, taxes, you know, insurance, all those things that we have every day, regardless if we're working or not. Figuring out what that number looks like, and then figuring out from that client, what are your dreams, goals, and desires? What type of lifestyle do you want to, you know, have in retirement? What type of income do we need? And then we start working backwards into the plan and looking at, okay, you know, Social Security, like Laurel mentioned, pensions, investments. Now, within those investments, how are we diversifying those investments to make sure we've got some guaranteed income? We're bringing up that yield into the portfolio, being sensitive to fees, of course, as well. But then we also have to look at those other things that continue to go up, like healthcare, again, taxes,
and make sure we play.
Yeah. So everything's got to play nice together. So we really have to look at all of the different facets to start creating that.
Yeah, there are so many facets to deal with. So what are some strategies people can take into account to help them be better prepared for retirement?
I think taking a look at, if you're not retired yet, looking at that lifestyle. You know, some people say, I don't have a budget. But you do, you have a means of how you're spending and what your income flow looks like. And it's just a conversation. And so we say, hey, get a checkup so you at least know where you're at. And then if you're in retirement, are there any tweaks that you can make? I know Taylor talked about fees. So is there a way that you could lower fees? What about if we look forward to your required minimum distribution age, which is 73 now because of the Secure Act 2.0, but what will that look like for you? So right now we're doing some careful planning with some of our clients that maybe have some room in their 12% tax bracket. Well, let's, you know, take from all of your taxable accounts like your IRAs, your 401ks, fill up that 12% tax bracket, and then we've got, you know, Roth IRAs or non-qualified assets that we've paid the tax on, and those can grow now tax-free and aren't subject to RMDs. Yeah. So just some different things to consider.
Absolutely. And then the age is also something to consider. You talk about how things are changing. We don't have a crystal ball. And so how do things change as far as where you're at in regards to retirement?
A big part of that depends on when you want to retire, to your point, based on that age. You know, let's say we've got a 5-year difference between the husband and the wife. And the husband's 65, so he's on Medicare. But the wife, we've got 5 years, she wants to retire as well, right? She doesn't want him to go out and have a lot of fun and be, you know, stuck at work. But now we've got to figure out how we're going to cover that health insurance need for that 5-year gap. And with that can come some income restrictions. So making sure, again, to Laurel's point, that you've got those other tax qualification buckets filled up so we can provide you enough income or start planning ahead to provide that level of income that you need that's non-taxable, so you can still live that lifestyle but also have that good health insurance coverage and keep those costs down.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many things to think about. So talk to us about how that distribution plan can help us all as we move into retirement.
It really gives you an idea of what that's going to look like, and we know that, hey, life is flexible and it changes and your plan needs to be also. So we're going to create this plan, and it's complimentary when you work with us through this whole thing, because we want to make sure it feels right for you and for us. And then from there, we're going to tweak it. You know, we're going to meet quarterly or annually or whatever works for you, and working with your CPA and your estate planning attorney, because everybody needs to be on the same page. We can't have separate plans and nobody's communicating.
Yeah, that is very crucial, right? And we have all the people working together. So are these income and distribution plans, are they included in most retirement plans?
I would say in ours, yes, they're included in all of them, right? But in a lot of people that come through the door, that's their biggest worry is, I've accumulated these dollars. I'm working with my advisor. He's done a pretty good job helping me accumulate these dollars, but I've got no tax plan. We haven't talked about health insurance. He hasn't asked me about what my income needs are in retirement, how we're going to make sure that we don't run out of money. So I would say the most people that come through the door don't have that in place.
You still have
that's
that
all
worry.
right. We need to get that in place, however.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just starting somewhere is a great security blanket, I think, for a lot of people. So for our viewers wanting to make sure that they have an income plan in place for retirement, how do they get started with you guys?
You can be one of the first 5 callers if you save $250,000 for retirement, your 401k, IRA, stocks, things like that. And you can give us a call and it'll be complimentary.
Oh gosh, wonderful. Thank you both so much. What an incredible offer. Taylor, Laurel, if you are at home, you're hearing this, you're concerned about running out of money in retirement, take advantage of that special offer from Mattson Financial. Or if you're retiring or already retired, Laurel, Taylor, the rest of the team, they'll sit down with you to customize a retirement plan just for you and your family. This is a comprehensive enhanced plan that takes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, and a whole lot more to help you get through retirement and get the retirement you deserve. Reserve one of those spots right now. Call 1-800-536-8907. 800-536-8907.